So what's the story, Sith? Seems like you know all about me, and I don't know nothing about you. I honestly can't get a straight read on you.
Some Imperial thought it would be funny to shoot my kind for sport. I shot back. They wanted to kill me, but made me Sith instead.
Funny how those Sith work. I was an accountant on Moneyland when I decided I wanted a little more adventure. So I put a blaster to the head of the intergalactic banking clan and walked off with a few million credits. Been robbing and murdering ever since.
Well, it sounds like you made a good start. Just don't put a blaster to my head.
Don't worry, Sith. I've got a good survival instinct. You know, you got a pretty nice ship. It's no Sky Princess, but hey, what is? I had a ship like it once. No armor to speak of, but you don't need defense when you can maneuver like that.
You're cute when you reminisce.
Well, don't expect me to get all nostalgic. That ship's space junk now. But it was a thrill while it lasted. Nothing like playing chicken with a ship twice your size and then firing up his tail when he blinks. Sky Princess was great, but she couldn't do that.
Would you like to fly the ship?
How do you Sith say it? My lord, it would be an honor. You just tell me where you want to go. Hey, you got time to chat?
I didn't think you were the chatting kind.
Haven't been aboard too long. Like to know who I'm working with. Nothing touchy-feely, just enough to know you got my back.
Good. Because if you got all sensitive on me, I might not like you as much.
Last time I cried, I was 6 years old. The old man shot me in the foot to shut me up. Besides, I've got a reputation to protect.
Okay. But you still have to buy me flowers.
Alright, but let's get one thing straight. I'm a pirate, you're a Sith. I'm happy as any guy to give a girl what she wants. But I'm not your slave, right? I'm free to go anytime.
You're free to do what you want. But I'd prefer if you stayed.
Well, then you're in luck. Can't think of anywhere I need to go. Talk to you later, alright? You hear that, Sith? Nothing like it in the galaxy. The hum of an idling blaster. Potential energy right there. It's like waking up on your birthday wondering what you got. For a few minutes, it's anything. The whole galaxy. Just waiting for you to pull the trigger.
What do you call it?
Nah, don't name my blasters. It's a bad idea to get attached. Actually, I was wondering. These blasters are nice, but a pirate's only as good as his equipment. We don't got fancy force powers like you Sith.
I think I have a spare set here, if that's what you're asking for.
I'll pay it back, Sith. Don't worry. Thanks. Hey, I got a surprise for you. Won it a few years ago in a fight against an Animid pirate. Called himself the Fear. Kinda crazy, but great pilot and a great fighter. Blade's just ornamental, but he sure liked to wave it around. Worth a lot of credits from what I hear.
And now you're giving it to me? I'm honored.
A beautiful weapon for a beautiful lady. I know you got a lightsaber, but I figured you need something to pretty up the walls around here.
I'm sorry I didn't get anything for you.
I don't need anything. Just like looking at you.
You're pretty easy on the eyes yourself.
Hey, I wouldn't go with me, but I won't talk you out of it. You know, I think I heard the ship's engine making a strange noise earlier. Mind if I check it out sometime?
I didn't know you knew anything about engines.
Yeah, I've lived on ships most of my life. You don't do that without picking up something. I'm no expert, but a buddy of mine back before the war taught me most of what I know. Carl Norn, best technician I knew. Worst card player. Could never see when the deck was stacked against him. And it always was.
So what happened to him?
Beats me. I'm sure he's alright, though. Always managed to stay a few light years ahead of his creditors. Made me first mate after the war, on a ship called the Bloodshot Ranker. I learned a lot before he gambled the ship away. But you're sick of hearing me jabber, huh? Engine's fixed. Looks like we took on some rock on one of our last jumps. Nothing big. Reminds me of the time I took the Sky Princess through an asteroid field. The ship mechanics were furious. Cleaned rock out of our engines for weeks. Had to replace one of the rears, it was so badly damaged.
You're lucky you made it out alive.
Mechanics couldn't take me. Or did you mean that asteroid field? No, that was nothing. When you got a fleet of Republic ships on your tail, you take whatever cover you can find. Rocks don't have cannons. Besides, what's life without a little risk, huh? That's why I became a pirate. The risk, the reward, the freedom.
Perhaps I should take up piracy then. The Sith have too many rules.
I think you'd be one of the best. Galaxy's only Sith pirate. You busy?
I can think of a number of things we could do.
I might have had the same idea. What say we find a quiet spot on the ship? Get to know each other better.
If you're thinking what I'm thinking, I can't wait.
Well, let's find out. Have I ever told you how beautiful you are?
No, I don't think you have.
Well, you're beautiful.